Let's talk about something.
Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future.
That's a fucking lie.
They're not.
In the first half of the games, they are. In the second half of the games, they are. What are you talking about?
No, they're not. They're not running. It's been way more ball movement.
Fuck out of here.
It's been
in
way
the first
more
halves
ball
of these
movement.
games, there have been. In the second half,
Throughout these, no, there's
you
been way
even
more
told
ball
me
movement.
that in the first half of the first game,
In the first game, in the second game, there was way more ball movement.
And they still
way
went
more
back
ball
to
movement.
ISO at the end of the game.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not.
And actually, had it been not for Derrick Rose tweaking his ankle, it probably would have been more ISO.
No, they did not.
Let's talk about the future of the East, and it's not Boston, it's the Sixers.
Yeah, the future further ruiners.
The future
of,
of the
legacy.
East.
I hope LeBron stays in the East for
Sixers.
another 5 years, just so that way Embiid and Simmons can beat the shit out of LeBron for the next 3 years, and then I can be happy.
The Sixers, they look well. Embiid was last night, but Ben Simmons looks good.
Ben Simmons looks good. They are young,
LeBron James.
And that potential cap at that age is just ridiculous. I mean, everybody, that's what people see in Boston, right? That's why Boston's so hot. They got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward's pretty young. He'll be 28 next year when he comes back from broken ankle. But the true future, I think, is the Sixers, and it is so encouraging to see glimmers of wow, this is good fucking basketball. Last year, you couldn't pay somebody to go to a Sixers game. I think they're gonna be great. And again, it's one or two games, but
you guys want to hear something funny? I just looked at Ben Simmons rebounding because Ben Simmons actually is the first rookie ever to start his career off with two double-doubles.
Yeah.
To start his career off with two double-doubles. Yeah. And he was the first rookie ever to ever have, what was it, 15, 10, and 5 in his first game.
First two games.
I mean, in his first, exactly. So, but if you look at it, I just looked at Philly in terms of rebounding. Guess who's tied for? Guess who's number 24 and who's number 25 in rebounding? 24, Ben Simmons is tied. Number 25 is Lonzo Ball. Funny. Hilarious. But in terms of talking about the Sixers, I think, like I told you before, if Giannis can give you 50 to 60 games this year, I see the Sixers team being
Embiid.
I'm sorry, not Giannis. Embiid. I'm sorry, I saw Giannis' name on the topic sheet. If Embiid can give you 50 to 60 games this year, I genuinely see the Sixers winning 45 games.
I don't disagree with that.
I think they'll even them playing against the Wizards, they're always going to have enough talent on the floor, even if it's young, to come in those scenarios and be in the game with teams going into the last 6 minutes. So really, it's more so about execution for them than it is necessarily about having the talent on the floor. You get what I mean? Yeah. Versus with the Lakers, even last night, you can tell that the talent on the floor, especially with Ingram being your go-to scorer, wasn't enough for you to put the Suns away for the Lakers yesterday.
Because there's no way that game should have came down within the last minute.
Lonzo made so many plays and they were so far ahead that they shouldn't have gotten that close. But you could tell that they didn't have enough overall talent on the floor to, when it wasn't Lonzo taking the shot, that Ingram was going to go out there, you could put the ball in his hands and say, give me one bucket.
Yeah.
Or at least make an open three. Because that open three that he missed would have put the game further away.
Yeah.
So with this Sixers team, to me, ultimately, it's about if they can close out and finish games. And although they are 0-2 at this point in time, I think as they become a more cohesive unit, as they play with each other for a little bit longer, I think you will truly see Ben Simmons' point guard abilities start to come out more. I think that, as I told you before, he should average 7-8 rebounds a game this season. Even Jeff Van Gundy said, people say Ben Simmons is 6'10", 6'11". That dude looks 7 feet tall to me. So if you have a 7 foot tall point guard, he should be able to go out there and give you 7 to 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
And if he's still going to give you 5 assists a game, you don't really have anything crazy to worry about at that point in time, other than making sure that guys like Markelle Fultz are able to develop a rhythm. Robert Covington has been shooting the lights out of the ball, which
is that going to last?
Expected.
Is that going to last?
No. People did.
Is it going to last though? You think he's going to continue?
Expect Robert Covington to be one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, especially by percentage. I did.
Okay,
I didn't. I'll be the first to admit I did not.
Robert Covington is actually leading the 76ers in points so far for these 2 games.
See that happen.
He's not going to lead. He's not going to continue to lead them in points.
Look, but fine. If Robert Covington gives me a top 25 percentage 3-point shooter, and then I also have JJ Redick, who's a perennial top 10 shooter in the NBA, that's all the shooting you need. Because then you have Fultz, You can run Simmons out there who can get you buckets into the lane.
And you have Bayless too.
And you have Jared Bayless starting at this point. Although I think Fultz hopefully will surpass him and get into the starting lineup. And you have Embiid, Embiid is a monster on the floor. He hasn't been shooting that well to start out the games, but he's still averaging 13.5 rebounds a game, as well as Embiid is also averaging 14.5 points per game. And Robert Covington so far has the highest PER on his team so far.
It's amazing.
23 points. At 23 PER, averaging 20.5 points a game, on a half a steal, 1.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and he's only playing 28 minutes. So if you pick Robert Covington in fantasy, you did a good job. So anything else to say about the Sixers? What do you see?
I'm high on them. I'm high on them.
For this year and next year.
I see them making the playoffs.
This year and next year?
Definitely next year. I think this year, I think they could be a 7-8 seed. With Jeremy Lin, I thought Cleveland was going to get fucked, and I thought Brooklyn was actually going to be decent this year. Mm-hmm. Not great, but again, the East being weaker, thought Brooklyn was going to maybe get into that 8 seed. I don't see them anymore with Jeremy Lin going down, so I think the Sixers could slide in.
People thought I was crazy for saying when I thought Brooklyn would win 30, 35 games. Well, that was before Jeremy Lin got hurt. So
I didn't think Jeremy Lin was going to keep them from being trash. I thought they were going to be trash regardless. Now, I agree with you that
I don't think they were going to be last in the league trash, though.
Again, I did not think the pick was going to be a top 3 pick.
Right.
I thought they probably might have been like 8th, 7th, 8th, but still, that's a lottery pick.
But you've got Chicago who's going to be dead last, I think, in the East.
The Hawks are going to be bad.
Yeah, Hawks are
going to
be
might
second
even be bad.
But I think that 8th seed is very attainable for the Sixers this year.
You saying the Knicks going to be bad after one game?
They might.